All right, guys, we're back on the Roblox channel for another video. I've recorded this intro like 17 times, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I messed up so many times. I had to go back and re-record it every single time. But hopefully we get it right this time. We are on a tier list setup here. Shout out to the homie Cat for allowing us to use his tier list that he made. He did upload a video recently, and a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments to make my own tier list. And so I went ahead and reached out to him, and he was kind enough to let us use his tier list. So we're gonna go ahead and look at all of this. You can see he has everything placed out here from Kageyomo all the way down to the greens for Kito. So we're gonna go from top to bottom, and we're gonna put them in their respective places, right? So if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. We're gonna hop right into this. Right off the bat, we have time skip Kageyomo. I think he's gonna be up there, right? I just recently made a video of him being the best secret in the game, and I do stand by that, right? His serving being maxed is absolutely top tier, right? And then he has that special ability on the set where it's like a straight set, like literally does not turn or anything like that. It's just a straight set, straight line, and at the end of it, it does stop a little bit and it goes up. So it doesn't fall down right away, it goes up then falls down, right? I think that ability is so good. And on top of his really good serve stat, right, he has good speed, good jump, spike being halfway, so he's able to spike the ball, right? Set, obviously, we don't even need to talk about that, right? But very, very, very good character, best in the game in my opinion. Next we have Sanu, very close second, right? Sanu is a very close second, and it's literally only because the tilting mechanic in this game is absolutely broken, right? Like specifically with Sanu, like it's just insane because you could be looking straight and you can hit it left or right, right? You can hit it straight if you want, you can hit it left, you can hit it right. It have so many ways to confuse your opponent and score the goal, or the point, not goal, but you know how it is. It's not soccer. I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. But yeah, I think he's a very, very good character, definitely deserving of that second place, right? He has jump max speed. They nerfed him so many times. They nerfed his serve, they nerfed his speed, everything, but we do have it here in the second spot. Next we have time skip Hinoto. All right, guys, I know in one of my videos I said the twins were better than time skip Hinoto. After I played a sweaty match yesterday when I was just grinding regularly in ranked, I'm going to tell you guys right now, definitely third in the game. Definitely third in the game. Like what I saw was absolutely, the amount of people that were getting off their charge spikes like it was nothing is insane to me. It was absolutely, we lost that match barely, but we did lose. Like I was seeing people like do 360s and then hitting the charge spike. I was seeing people jump in the air then getting the charge spike. I don't know how any of these people do that, but they are top tier players, right? And we did lose. We lost like 2 times to time skip Hinoto players. So I'm gonna put him in the third place spot right here. Obviously serve being really good, jump is really high. They did nerf his speed, but with the nerfed speed, his charging time is a lot faster, right? And he has max spike with that charge spike. So very, very, very good character. Next we have Atasumi, right? It's part of the twins character. He's gonna go in 4th place just because he's like a really good setter, right? I don't think he's the 4th best. Don't get me wrong, I do not think he's the 4th best in the game. I'm going to show you guys who I actually do think is better than him. I'll tell you guys right now, he's the next character. He's going to be right here. I think Kageyomo, the godly one, is so good in this game. Speed being really good, jump being really good, block is really high. Every stat that he has is very good. Obviously, he has max set. Very, 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 very good character. If you have him and you are a mainly setting character, if you don't have time skip Kageyomo, he is definitely the next best setter. Then it would be Atasumi, right? I think just because of this guy right here, Osumi being, or Osamu, I keep getting it wrong. I can't figure out their names. I apologize, but just because being able to switch into the spiker is also very good. I do think he's going to be slightly better than Oigawa, right? Just slightly better, although Oigawa is still very, very good. Don't get it wrong, all right? Don't get it wrong. Oigawa being very good with the serves. Obviously he has max serve. Setting also very good. Max jump being really good. Speed is halfway, but that's still really fast, right? And then we have almost max blocking as well, so you're able to hit that ball down when someone is spiking. Your defense is very good. right? Your defense is very good. Next, we have the Osamu here. I might put him above Oigawa just because, literally just because of the switching mechanic. He's a max spike, he has max jump, but that's all he got is going for him. He's basically Bokuto, right? He's basically Bokuto. So, and Bokuto deserves, honestly, Bokuto is better than him. Bokuto is better than him only because of everything else that he has, Bokuto has, right? Like, we're gonna switch him so we can just talk about Bokuto next. But Osuma, is it Osamu? I can't see it right there properly. But we have jump beam max, spike beam max, but everything else is just mediocre. Block is pretty high, actually. Block is pretty high. But if he was a standalone character, I would honestly put him in like B tier. Just B tier right there, because he doesn't do anything. He has Sanu's old tilt, which is very good, right? Like the being able to tilt. Tilting mechanic is very good overall. But I don't think that's enough to say that he's warranted being up here with all these guys. However, the switching mechanic is what causes him to be up here with all of them, right? Next, we're going to talk about Bokuto. Bokuto as a character alone here, I'm going to put him in the A tier. I think he's going to be, I don't think there's anyone else now that's going to be in the S tier. This is all the S tier characters in my opinion. Bokuto, we're going to put in A tier. He used to be S tier when it was just Sanu and him being the top tier spikers. However, we have so many more characters now that Bokuto is just definitely falling down. He's now in A tier. All right, we have block being really good, jump being maxed, serve being almost maxed, spike is maxed. He's just a very, very, very good character. What he does is very simple. He hits the ball really hard, right? Speed being very low. I do hope they would not max his speed, but give him a boost in his speed so that way he's able to compete with a lot of the other characters in the game, which he already still does, right? But I think he definitely does deserve a higher speed here because he's definitely way too slow. But his spike being, or not the spike, but the serve being a lot higher than Osuma. I think it's Osuma right there, right? That's what it's saying. If it was just a standalone character, I would put him above Osuma, because Osuma right here, I think he deserves B or D, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you, because he doesn't do anything else. He really doesn't do anything. But Bokuto definitely is in the A tier here. Then we have Ushishima. We're gonna put him in A tier as well. He's just a watered down version of Bokuto as well. All he does is spike. The only max stat that he has now is the spiking stat. I think before it used to be max jump, max spike, but they definitely nerfed him a lot here, so not looking too good for him. But he's still an A tier character. A tier. Also, this is switched. I don't know. This is supposed to be B, right? Right here. So let's change that real quick. I definitely did mess it up somewhere, but here we go. We're good. We are good. But yeah, spike being max, serve is halfway, jump is almost max, everything else is halfway except bump and set. He's a very good character. Like I said, he's actually faster than Bokuto, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. He's gonna go in the A tier. Next A tier we have is probably gonna be Azamena. I'm gonna be honest. Look at his stats. Look at the stats that he has. Just absolutely amazing. All around, just really good. He's a very balanced player, right? Like, you have spike almost max, serve almost max, jump almost max. Just these three stats alone is what you really need to score, right? He's not a setter, obviously. He's just gonna be a spiking point type of character. Right, speed being pretty good. He's not a defensive character, so he can't really block too much, right? But overall, he's just very good. Honestly, because he's so balanced, I would actually put him above Ushishima because of his balance. I'm gonna be honest. And the same with Kuze. I would argue that Kuze is actually better than Azamena here, right? Kuze being very good with everything that he's doing. Besides, he can set a little bit. Speed is very slow, but everything else is really good. Jump being max, spike being very high, so you can definitely spike with this guy. Serving is very high as well. Bumping is good, so you have better control over your bump. Blocking, so that we can get the ball down faster when you're blocking. There's a better chance to score that point. Stopping the offensive play of the enemy. I think that's really, really good. All right, so that's going to be the A tier here. Next, we have Sagafura. Sagafura is good. He's going to be a B tier setter, right? He's mainly supposed to be a setter for you. He doesn't have a good serve. He doesn't have a good spike. Block is very good. Speed obviously being max and bump being max, very good. He can defend, right? He's a defensive setter, which I think is very good. However, it's not enough for your team, or for you to be able to carry your team, right? Obviously, he still has good set. You can set with him perfectly fine. He'll be a very good setting choice for you, but I just don't think he's on par with, like, let's say Oigawa and Kageyama, right? Obviously, he's not going to be, but I'm just saying. All right, so he's going to be the first B tier there. Next, we have Yamamute. Yamamute, where would we put him? He has very good stats here. You can see spike being almost max. Well, not even almost max, but it is close, right? But jump and spike is what's really important. I'm actually going to put him in C tier. I'm going to put him in C tier because it looks like he's decent. He's a decent character. If you have him, you can spike with him. You can jump really high with him. You just can't serve too much. His serving power is very, very, very low. Speed is very good, actually. That's not bad speed at all. But again, he's for a spiker type of unit. It looks like he is supposed to be a spiker, right? It's going to be C tier. He's not better than Kuze, Ushijima, or Azamena. So I'm going to put him in C tier there. Yabu. Yabu's a very good defensive character. I would actually put him in B tier as well. I would actually put him in B tier. Yabu being very good at the defense. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of liberos in this game, and a lot of them are using Yabu, and they are good at what they do. I'm gonna tell you, spiking through a Yabu player is absolutely tough if they know how to use him, and if they're good at reading. If their main goal is being a libero, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So Yabu, I'm gonna put in the B tier there. Kosumi, he is a setter. He doesn't really do too much. He is better than Yamamute, in my opinion. It looks like he's a lot better stats-wise too. But Kosumi here, I think he has a higher set stat. He has higher dive stat. Bump is maxed. Blocking is maxed, right? So he's able to get that ball down faster again. Jumping is almost maxed there. And speed is very good. I'm going to put him above Yamamute. Very good setting character there. Now we're moving down to the blue characters, right? Blue characters. Oijiri looks like he's a very balanced character, as in like everything is almost like halfway, right? We're gonna put him in D tier though. We're gonna put him in D tier. The blue characters aren't really too good. I'm gonna be honest. The blue characters are not too good, but they're not bad either. All right, there's some really good ones. I'll show you guys here. We have Suzichi. I can't say that. I'm gonna call him Su. All right, we have Su here. All right, maxed jump. We have blocking being very good and setting being good. He's a good setting character. I'd actually put him up here. All the setters are good. All right, I think all the setters deserve a spot at C or B, right? So I'd actually put him right here. I'd put him right there in between or just below. We'll put him in C, below these two guys here. All right, because the setters obviously make the plays for you, right? You can play the game without setting once, but setting makes it a lot easier for you to score. So I think most setting characters will definitely not be in E or D. I'm going to be honest with you. Next, we have Iwaizeni. Good spiking character. We're going to put him into D here, though, like top of D. Just because, again, he's mainly spiking. There's other better spiking characters in the game for you to use. So we don't really need to use him. If you do have him, he's good to have, but I would suggest trying to get something better, right? Next, we have another libero character here. We have Nishinoya. All right, so we're actually going to put him right there. Again, being a libero is you just have one job, and that is to defend the ball, right? And they do that perfect. If you are a libero in this game and you have Nishinoya or Yabu, you're probably going to be saving everything. The dive being max, being able to dive in a little bit further just to get that extra reach, very, very, very good. And it comes in clutch, all right? Hinoto we have next. All right, where do we put Hinoto? Everything for him is like halfway. So that's the only reason why I would put him in D. Everything is halfway. Like, he does everything. You can spike with him. You can serve with him, set with him. You can do everything with this guy. Just, this is the definition of balance, right? Like, everything for him is halfway. He's the default character for a reason, right? Next, we have Tanoko. We're going to put him here. We're going to put him with Iwaizeni. Spiking is his thing as well, and he actually does do that pretty well. If you had him when you're first starting this game and he's one of the first greens that you managed to pull and you got your first spike, you can feel the power of the spike. Like, it's very, very good character here. So we're gonna put him just slightly below or behind the Iwaizeni here. Next, we have Haibo. Haibo, we're gonna put him in E. Honestly, he doesn't do anything too much. All he does, you can see by the stats here, like, he doesn't stand out too much, right? So we're just gonna put him in E. Saguwuru. All right, this guy for a green, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a very good green. I'm gonna put him in the C again because of his setting capabilities. Having a high set stat, and if you are mainly a setter, you're going to be able to make plays. All right, you're going to be able to make plays. His jump is halfway, so you can get pretty decent height from him to be able to set to where you want the ball to go. So I think him being in C tier is very, very, very good. Next we have Yamaguchi. We're gonna put him in E. Again, he's mainly just a server. You can see right here, he doesn't do too much, and a blocker. He can block, so he's a good defender, but for the most part, you're not getting any points with him. I'm gonna be honest with you, unless you're serving and you get like some aces, but other than that, he doesn't do anything else. And then the same thing with Kito here. Kito doesn't do anything other than defend. He's a good defender. You can see every stat that he has defense-wise is pretty good, but other than that, he just doesn't do anything that stands out. But yeah, here we go. This is the final list for the tier list. This is my final tier list. So yeah, let me know if you guys agree with it in the comments below. If you disagree, let me know. We can have some conversations as well talking about all of this. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, please again be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.